Okay, we are continuing after part 2 of expansion. We'll do more sums related to, with those formulas or the application of the formulas. Okay, in this sum they told a plus b equals to 3, ab equals to 2, and we have to find the value of all this: a square plus b square, then a minus b, then a square minus b square, and then a cube plus b cube. Okay, now for number 1, we know that a plus b is equal to 3 and we require to find a square plus b square. So for that what we can do squaring both sides. Okay, so squaring both sides we get a plus b whole square is equal to 3 square. We are doing squaring because we require a square and b square, and now we will use the formula a plus b whole square. You know, that is a square plus b square plus 2ab is equal to 9. Now it's simple, we'll put the value of ab we already know 2, so we can get a square plus b square plus 2 into 2 is equal to 9, and therefore we can get a square plus b square is equal to 9 minus 4, and we can get a square plus b square is equal to 5. Okay. Okay, now number 2, we have to find a minus b. Now we generally get a minus b whole square or a plus b whole square because there is no such formula for a minus b only. We have a formula for a minus b whole square. We have a formula for a plus b whole square. So we will get the value of a minus b whole square. So for that we can say it is a minus b whole square is what? A minus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab, and then a square plus b square we already got the value as 5, so we can say it is 5, and minus 2ab, ab is 2, so we got 5 minus 4, we got 1, and finally we got a minus b whole square is 1, and therefore a minus b is equal to root over 1, so a minus b is equal to plus minus 1. Okay. Okay, now number 3, you have to find a square minus b square, and we know a square minus b square equals to a minus b into a plus b, and just now in number 2 we got the value of a minus b, and a minus b was plus minus 1, and a plus b is 3, so directly we can say that a square minus b square is equal to plus minus 3, right? Now number 4, again number 4 we have to find a cube plus b cube. So for a cube plus b cube, just like when we have to find a square plus b square, we used to do squaring both sides. When they told me a cube plus b cube, we will do cubing both sides. So okay, a plus b is equal to 3. We can do cubing both sides. So we get a plus b whole cube is equal to 3 cube, and then the formula, it is a cube plus b cube plus 3ab, and in bracket we have a plus b, and that is equal to 27, and then we'll put the respective value. We have to find this, so it is a cube plus b cube and plus 3ab, ab means 2, so 3ab, that is 2, and you can see a plus b also means 3, so we'll put the value of a plus b here. Okay, understand? So we got 3ab, a plus b, ab value is 2 and a plus b is 3, and that is equal to 27, and finally we'll get this value if we take this that side. So a cube plus b cube is equal to 27 minus, and this is 9 into 2, 18, and finally we got a cube plus b cube is equal to 9. Okay, so that is that. Okay, now this sum is also similar to number 1. Here they have given, say suppose a minus b is given and you have to find a square plus b square and then a4 plus b4, a cube minus b cube, similar. Okay, and the only thing is that when they give in form of ab, just remember this, they will give you a value of ab. In the previous sum the value of ab was given, but here if you can see, when the sums are given in form of x and 1 by x, then this is not required, because when I do ab means x into 1 by x, then they get cancelled. So therefore only one value is given in this case. Okay, so similar sum. So if you understood number 1, so then number 2 also you can do. Okay, so number 1 you can understand, we have to find x square plus 1 by x square. So you should remember what I told you, that I have to do squaring both sides. So when I do squaring both sides, so I get x minus 1 by x whole square is equal to 5 square, and therefore we will use a minus b whole square, that's a square plus b square minus 2 into a into b. So you saw the x and x will get cancelled, that is 25. And then finally we got x square plus 1 by x square, and that is 25, and this is minus 2, it goes there and it becomes plus 2. So finally I got x square plus 1 by x square is equal to 27. Okay, understand? Now similarly number 2. Now number 2 you have to find x4 plus 1 by x4. So you can understand, when you square the square you get to the power 4. So naturally in this sum we'll start with this value. We'll start with x plus 1 by x square equals to 27, and here also we'll do squaring both sides. I got x square plus 1 by x square and whole square is equal to 27 square, and then again you have a square plus b square plus 2 into a into b, and that is equal to 27 square is 729, and this x square and x square got cancelled, and now you are getting x4 plus 1 by x4 and then is equal to 729, and plus 2 goes there, it becomes minus 2. Finally we got x4 plus 1 by x4 is equal to 727, and that is that. Okay, okay, now number 3 you have to find, x cube minus 1 by x cube you have to find. So again similarly I have also told you in number 1 also. Now you can understand, you have to find cube, that means you have to do cubing both sides. So x minus 1 by x equals to 5, we will do directly cubing both sides. So we can say it is x minus 1 by x whole cube is equal to 5 cube, and then a minus b whole cube, and that is for formula a cube minus b cube minus 3 into a into b, and in bracket a minus b, and that is equals to 125. Again x and x get cancelled, so I got x cube minus 1 by x cube minus 3, and x minus 1 by x, the value is 5, 125, and finally we got x cube by 1 by x cube is equal to 125 plus 15. So x cube minus 1 by x cube is equal to 140. Okay. Okay, now in this sum they told a square plus b square is 7, ab equals to 1. We have to find a plus b, a minus b, and this. Okay. As I have told you, we don't get directly a plus b, we get the value of a plus b whole square. Okay, because there is no formula for only a plus b. So we'll start with a plus b whole square, and after getting the value of a plus b whole square, we can get the value of a plus b square root. So a plus b whole square is what? It is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay. So finally what we got? A plus b whole square. Now a square plus b square, it is given 7 plus 2 into 1 ab value. So finally we get what? 9. So a plus b whole square is equal to 9. And we got a plus b is equal to root over 9, that is plus minus 3. So this is a plus b. Similarly for a minus b, we will start with a minus b whole square. So we can start with a minus b whole square, and that is a square plus b square minus 2ab. So that's a square plus b square means that is 7 and minus 2 into 1, and finally we got a minus b whole square is equal to 7 minus 2, that is 5, and finally we got a minus b is equal to plus minus square root of 5, square root of 5. And similarly number 3, so we have to find 2a square minus b square, right? 2a square minus 2b square, we can take 2 common, and then we know this, we already got both the value. So we can say it is 2a minus b and a plus b, and then 2a minus b, we got a minus b as plus minus this, and a plus b as plus minus 2. So we can say the final answer is 2 into plus minus, and that is how much? 3 root 5, 3 root 5, and then 2 will get multiply. So final answer is plus minus and plus minus 6 root 5. Okay. Okay, now this sum, it's also very easy sum. The only difference is that we are getting in this form. Otherwise generally we get a minus 1 by a or a plus 1 by a, the value is given. Now in fact here also you know that a minus 1 by a, we can extract this a minus 1 by a from this. So that we have to understand when you are having in this form, that's quadratic equation a square minus 3a minus 1 equals to 0. So for the solution what we can do, we can divide both sides by a. Now when we divide both sides by a, the square will be removed, so therefore we are doing that. So we can say it is a square minus 3a minus 1 equals to 0, and by a and by a. So we can do both sides, we can do anything. Adding we can do, subtraction, division, multiplication, equal number we can do. So we are doing this, and now we can split the LCM. Now when I split the LCM, we can write this form in this way. Yes, is it? We can write. We are just splitting the LCM, and that is equal to 0. And now you can see here a and one of the a get cancelled, and this a get cancelled, and now you can say it is a minus 3 minus 1 by a, and now finally I can say a minus 1 by a is equal to 3, is it not? This 3 goes that side, and once you get this, after this you know how to do get this. We'll do squaring both sides, and now we can do squaring both sides. So a minus 1 by a whole square is equal to 3 square, and then a square plus b square minus 2 into a into b is equal to 9, and finally we got a square plus 1 by a square is equal to 9 plus 2, and we got a square plus 1 by a square is equal to 11. Okay. Now this is also similar sum, similar to that of number 4. Here also we can split the LCM. So first we will start like this: x square plus 1 by x equals to 5 by 2, and then we can split the LCM. X square by x plus 1 by x is equal to 5 by 2, and then finally we got what? X plus 1 by x. But we have to find x minus 1 by x, right? Now just see, I know x plus 1 by x, but I require what? X minus 1 by x. Okay. There is also a direct formula, but I am not telling you that formula. Okay, there is a formula. But this is also a formula. So directly we can use this formula for getting a plus b or a minus b directly. Okay. So, but you can do in this way, but I am just telling you the other way. So remember, this also is there. So from x plus 1 by x, you can directly get x minus 1 by x whole square as x plus 1 by x whole square, and that will become minus 4ab. Sorry, minus. So okay, I am writing the formula again. Now this is in terms of a plus b whole square. Now if you write the same formula in terms of a minus b whole square, this 4ab will come this side. Then the formula will become a plus b whole square minus 4ab. So directly, if I require x minus 1 by x, I can use directly this formula, and I can get the value of x minus 1 by x. Or we can do squaring both sides, and we'll get x square plus 1 by x square value, and then we'll get this whole square. So that is a long process. Okay. So sometimes some of you don't know this formula. So this is an extra formula of a plus b and a minus b whole square, but this formula also we can use. Okay. So we'll get in a short way. So like x minus 1 by x whole square will be what? X plus 1 by x whole square and minus 4 into a into b. And then directly we can put the value of x plus 1 by x whole square and this, and we can get the value of. Okay. So let us do in that method only. Otherwise the sum is a very long sum. So we are doing this method only. Okay. That method I will explain you later. So I can directly use this formula. What I get? X plus 1 by x whole square minus 4 into a into b. And if you require to find x plus 1 by x, then here it will become x minus 1 by x, and here it will become plus 4 into a into b. So here we got x plus 1 by x whole square as 5 by 2 whole square minus 4. We get 25, 4 minus 4. We get 4 and 25 minus 16, and we get 9 by 4. And finally we get x minus 1 by x whole square is 9 by 4, and x minus 1 by x is equal to root over 9 by 4, So that means x minus 1 by x is equal to plus minus 3 by. Understand? So we got the first one, x minus 1 by x. Okay. Now you have to get the second part. Clear? Okay, now finally we got, for number 1 we got this answer, x minus 1 by x is plus minus 3 by 2, and you have to find x cube minus 1 by x cube. Okay, so here actually you try to understand, you are having two cases, two values of x minus 1 by x. So you have to do this sum twice, because we have to do generally cubing both sides. But here you have two values, suppose. So first case we will write like this. First case, when x minus 1 by x is equal to plus 3 by 2, and then the second case, when x minus 1 by x is equal to minus 3 by 2. So now when you do cubing both sides, we get what? X minus 1 by x whole cube is equal to 3 by 2 and whole cube. And then a minus b whole cube formula is what? A cube minus b cube minus 3 into a into b, and in bracket you have x minus 1 by x, and this you have as 27 by 8. And here x and x get cancelled. We have to find this value. So x cube minus 1 by x cube minus 3, and x minus 1 by x is 3 by 2 is equal to 27 by 8, and then x cube minus 1 by x minus 9 by 2 is equal to 27 by 8, and then this goes that side. So x cube minus 1 by x cube is equal to 27 by 8 plus 9 by 2, and then we can take 8 LCM. So we get 27 and 2 4s are, that is 36, that is 36, 46, 56 and 73 by 8. So you get x cube minus 1 by x cube as 73 by 8 when the value is 3 by 2. Okay, now similarly when the value will be minus 3 by 2, again we will do that cubing both side. Okay, in fact 30 40 this is not 73, sorry, it's 63 na, 36 plus 27, so you are getting 63 by 8. And similarly, when we do this one cubing both side, again similar method, and the only difference is that here you will put, in place of x minus 1 by x, I will put minus 3 by 2, and I will get minus 27 by 8 here when I do cubing both sides, and therefore my final answer here will be minus 63 by 8. So finally when I write the answer, and therefore we write x minus 1 by x, finally we will write as plus minus 63 by 8, and we will get that. Okay. Now in this sum they told a plus b is given and we have to find a minus b. Now sometimes they can ask you converts also. Okay, a minus b is given and you have to find a plus b. Now this one is a very simple sum, but just I want to explain you the usage of these two type of formula. Now this sum can be done in any of these formulas, either this type or this type. So therefore just to explain you, the normal formula that you know is this: a plus b whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab, and a minus b whole square is this. And you already know that whenever you have to find a minus b or a plus b, that you can't find a minus b only, you have to find a minus b whole square. Now my point is that which formula I will use. Now if I can use this formula, I can use this formula. But what is the advantage of using this formula over this formula? When I use this formula, then I can do this sum only in one step. But when I want to use this formula, I have to do in two steps. You know why? Because I also don't know this value. So what I do, from this value, first I get this value, and then after getting this value, by using this value, I get this value. Okay. So first I am showing you that method, because generally we have done in this method only, because when I do a plus b 3, and I can't get a minus b whole square directly, because when I do a minus b whole square, I know this formula. So then first thing it comes to my mind is that I first need to know this value, and for getting this value I have to do squaring both sides. Now when I do squaring both sides, after getting this value, and then I get this value. So first I am doing that method. So that's method 1. So you can use any method whichever you can understand. Okay. So a plus b is equal to 3, and therefore a plus b whole square is equal to 3 square, and therefore a square plus b square plus 2ab is equal to 9. And then we got a square plus b square plus 2, and ab is 1, I get 9, and then a square plus b square, I get 9 minus 2 as 7. Okay. And once I got a square plus b square, now I can get a minus b whole square, and a minus b whole square means a square plus b square minus 2ab, right? And then a square plus b square is 7, minus 2ab means 1, I get 5, and then finally I get a minus b whole square as whole square as 5, and a minus b as plus minus root over 5. So you can understand we have to do in two steps. So first I have to find this and then this. But method 2, if I use that formula, so directly I can say a minus b whole square is equal to a plus b whole square minus 4ab. And a plus b whole square means that's 3 square, and minus 4ab is 1. So I get 9 minus 4, I get 5, and directly a minus b is plus minus root over. Understand? So I have shown you two methods, both the method. So anything that suits you have to just understand the concept, because in some of the books, in some of the authors' books, I find that this formula is not given. So they do all the sums with this formulas. So no problem. So whatever, so you should also know this, whatever suits you, you can do. But just to explain you, I have just shown you this two methods. Okay. Okay, now see this sum, they told x square plus 1 by 25 x square is this. We have to find x cube this. Now it is similar to this sum, when they give you x square plus 1 by x square is equal to something. Okay, so this means 40 and say 43 by 5, and you have to find x cube plus 1 by x cube. So same sum. Or sometimes they can give you a square plus b square is equal to something. Okay, 43 by 5, and you have to find a cube plus b cube. But in this case, one of the extra value they will give, which value? They will give the value of ab also, say ab2. So means a square plus b square is given, we have to find a cube plus b cube. So a square plus b square is given, we have to find a cube plus b. Here also you see it is in the form of a square plus b square, and you have to find a cube plus b cube. So from there you can have an idea that actually a and b means what. You can understand a means x and b means it is 1 by 5 because it's square, na? So 1 by 5. So try to understand when a square plus b square is given and you have to find a plus b, because first I need to know a plus b and then only from a plus b I will get a cube plus b cube. And for a plus b, you know, you have already done, we have to start with a plus b whole square, and then a square plus, then we do a square plus b square plus 2ab. So we have done so many sums just now. And now after putting this value, we get a plus b root over, and we get the value of a plus b. And after getting the value of a plus b, we can do cubing both sides to get this. So that's the concept you have to understand. The sums may come in different form. So you have to understand ki which concept is this. Ki a square plus b square is given to me, and I have to find a cube plus b cube. So for that, what I have to do? First, I have to find a plus b. I have to find. Now a plus b actually here means, you have to understand ki it is x plus 1 by 5x, is it not? Because 5 square is 25x square. So that means I have to start with what? I have to start with a plus b whole square. And from this a plus b whole square, I will get a plus b. And from that a plus b, I will get a cube plus b cube. So that's the concept. So this is what? This is a square plus this is b square and plus 2 into a into b. And then what I got? A square plus 1 by 25x square, and this x and x get cancelled, I get 2 by 5, and x square plus this, it is 43 by 5, and plus 2 by 5. So after taking LCM, I get 45 by 5, I get 9, and then finally I can say x plus 1 by 5x is equal to root over 9, and therefore x plus 1 by 5x is equal to plus minus 3. And now we have to find x cube plus 1 by 25x. Here also two case of case 1, that is x plus 1 by 5x equals to 3, and then I will do again case 2, and that is x plus 1 by 5x is equal to minus 3. And then here also I will do cubing both sides. So I get x plus 1 by 5x and cube is equal to 3 cube. And then what I get? I get a cube plus b cube plus 3 into a into b, and bracket a plus b, and that is equal to 27. Okay, and then you know how to do this after this. So I got x cube plus 1 by 125 x cube plus I got here 3 by 5, and x plus 1 by 5x, the value is 3. So this is 3 and is equal to 27. So x cube plus 1 by 125 x cube and is equal to 27, and this is 9 by 5. So minus 9 by 5, and then I take LCM, and 27 here get how much? 135 minus 9, and you are getting 126 by 5. So we got this as one value, and when I do this minus cube, you know, you have to put just minus 3. Like here we have put 3, we will put minus 3 in the formula, and finally here you will get the same value but with negative sign. You get this answer, you will get this answer. And finally my answer will be x cube plus 1 by 5x is equal to plus minus, so we will write the answer like this, minus 126 by 5. Okay. Okay, now this sum is very important. Understand it properly. Not very difficult. Now if x equals to 7 minus 4 root 3, you have to find root over x plus 1 by root over x. Now many of them think that x is given, so I have to find root over of this, and it becomes very complicated. It's not like that. Now for that I am just explaining you some back calculation types. See why we will find something else. The first thing is that x is this. In this sum, remember whatever I am telling you, remember I will first find 1 by x. I will first find 1 by x, not any root and nothing else. I need one root here, okay. But x I know, I will get 1 by x, the value of 1 by x. Now once I get the value of x and 1 by x, try to understand, I can get the value of x plus 1 by x after that, because x value is this, and then I will get the value of 1 by x, and then I will get the value of x plus 1 by x. Now when I get, suppose I get this, suppose, why I am doing this, because I require this. Now why I have done, first I got 1 by x and then I am getting this. Try to understand. Now see here, separately, I will not find this directly, I will find this directly. I will find this, I will find this. As you know, whenever we do that, I need to find a plus b. Instead of getting a plus b, I first get a plus b whole square. Now here also, if I get this value, suppose I get this value, then I can get this na, and then uske baad to means then I can get, and that will be my answer. So my first aim is to get this whole square value. And this value means what? This value, when I do root over x plus 1 by root over x whole square, this means root over x whole square, this means 1 by root over x whole square, and then plus 2 into root over x into 1 by root over x. So this what I got, root over x square means x, and root over 1 by x square means 1 by x, and this root and root got cancelled, and then this. So ultimately you can understand now, I require this value. So for this I am doing all this. Okay, now forget all this. Okay, now I will do the sum. Now you can understand why I am doing or getting this value and this value. Okay, so first what I told, I will first get the value of 1 by x. I know the value of x as this. I will get the value of 1 by x. Now 1 by x means 1 by 7 minus 4 root 3, because 1 by x is this. So 1 by x, so 1 by x value. And now you have to rationalize. You know how to do rationalize? Rationalizing the denominator. So rationalizing the denominator, what I get? 7 minus 4 root 3 and 7 plus 4 root 3 and then 7 plus 4 root 3. Then 7 plus 4 root 3, then a square minus b square, 7 plus 4 root 3, 49, 4 square means 16 and root 3 square means 3. So finally I got 7 plus 4 root 3 by 1. What is 1 minus? 48 by 1. So that means 1 by x, the value is this. So now simply I can get x plus 1 by x value I can get. So x value is 7 minus 4 root 3 plus, and 1 by x value is this 7 plus 4 root 3, and then 4 root 3 got cancelled. I got 7 plus 7 as 14. So finally I got x plus 1 by x, the value is 14. And now I will get what? I will get root over x plus 1 by root over x whole square I will get first. That's a plus b whole square. So I got a square plus b square and plus 2 into a into b. So here root x and root x is getting cancelled. Root over x square means x. 1 by root over x square means 1 by x. and plus 2, and then x plus 1 by x I already got 14. I got 14 plus 2, and then I got root over x plus 1 by root over x is equal to root over 16 is equal to plus minus 4. Understand? Okay, this is the last type of sums for expansion. Here you can see they have given these two values. You have to find this. Now this is, we are using this formula a plus b plus c whole square formula, that will be a square plus b square plus c square plus 2 in bracket ab plus bc plus c. Now we will find in this formula there are 3 parts. These are the 3 parts. Now in this type of sum, you will always find that they will give you, out of these 3 parts, they will give you the value of any 2 parts. So naturally, when you put the values of any 2 part, the third part you will get it. But the thing is that sometimes they may give you minus here, sometimes x minus y minus z, sometimes all plus. But you have to understand, I have told you before also maybe, कि everybody comes under this formula. Only is that now here I will think a as x, b as y, and c as minus z. So when I get x plus y minus z whole square, I write the formula for this. Then what I will do in this same formula, I will put, in place of a I will put x, in place of b I will put y, in place of c I will put minus z. And I know the formula a plus b plus c whole square, a plus b plus c whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus c square. See, when I'm telling c but I'm putting minus z. So what I put, a square plus b square plus c square plus 2 in bracket, I'll write a into b plus b into c and plus c into a. So very simple. So unless you say the formula like this and put like this, you will have a problem. And now simply I can say this become x square plus y square plus z square plus 2. Now think this xy, you get minus yz and minus xz or zx. And now you can see finally we got x plus y minus z whole square. And now you see these 3 terms. And out of these 3 terms, this value and this value, so this value and this value is given, you have to find this value. So in this place x plus y minus z 4, I will write here 4 square, and in this case I will write here 38 and plus 2, and this one xy minus yz minus zx, and then I got 16 minus 38 is equal to 2 into xy minus yz and minus zx. Okay, and then 16, 22, 30 I get minus 22 by 2 is equal to xy minus yz and minus zx, and then so finally I got xy minus yz minus zx is equal to minus 11. Okay, so this was the last type of sum. So expansion is finished. So you should see all the videos part 1, 2 and 3, and then you can understand. Okay.